Hey, what's up, troopers? Welcome back to a new installment of Toy Trooper. Today we'll be looking at Hot Toys' new Avengers Black Widow movie masterpiece 1/6 action figure. So here she is, Black Widow, right out of the box, and as you can see, this figure is beautiful. When I saw the original production photos coming out of Hot Toys, I was a little bit worried, thinking, man, are these figures going to be just as good? And I have to say that this thing is pretty damn close. As a huge Scarlett Johansson fan, and I know there's a lot of you out there, I was really worried that Hot Toys was going to completely screw up, like they did with Iron Man 2 Black Widow, but they completely redeemed themselves, and they just did an amazing job on this figure. And I kind of wish that I ordered more than one, so I might actually, after this review, go and find another one. So here are a little bit of the details. She stands about a little bit around 12 inches, but she's actually shorter than the Iron Man 2 Black Widow. She's based off a brand new True Type body that Hot Toys made just for her. I don't have a comparison of the standard True Type female body and this one, so I'm just gonna take the word for it. Also, there's 28 points of articulation on this action figure, which is kind of weird because there's usually 30 on a regular True Type. Um, from head to toe, this thing has beautiful paint, and probably the best feature on this figure is the costume. So we'll look into that right now, and I could point out some of the awesome features on the figure. So let's first look at the bodysuit, guys. Hot Toys did an amazing job with this one. Usually they have a fitting issue with female figures, and the clothing usually looks like it's about one size too big. But for Black Widow, this thing is spot on. It's just hugging the true type body like as much as possible. I mean, at first I thought maybe if I played with the articulation points too much, it's gonna tear through, but then has a really good flexibility. The fabric has this cool little texture to it. If you get one and if you look at it really close, it's kind of similar to the Tron suit. And if you check it closely, there's a working zipper, so you can pull that down. There's all these beautiful lines that enhances the lines of the body, plus there's all these little stitching that's really straight and crisp. It's not frayed or anything. There's also these little stinger bracelets. These are like a sculpted plastic piece. They don't really do anything, or the utility belt doesn't open or hold anything as well. But one of the small things that I really enjoyed about this figure was because of the true type body and like the shoulder blade right here, this bodysuit is so tight on it that you can actually see her back. And that's kind of the small things that I really enjoy about this figure, because if it was too big, then it would just kind of look like a big bodysuit. But then this thing just makes Black Widow kind of like a ninja-esque agent kind of thing. So that's one thing I really love about this body. Black Widow also comes with these cool little holsters on the side of her legs. She's holding the Glock 26s that she had in the movie. They're removable, and you could just drop them into the holster right here. Or their Hot Toys also included 5 additional hands so that you can attach it right here. Another cool little accessory they included are the electric, like a taser version of the Stinger bracelet and the gloves that she had in the end battle scene against the Centauri. And also she got these 2 little discs that she throws. I think there were smoke bombs in the Iron Man 2, and they did various things. There's nowhere to put these, so they're just accessories that you could just put in her hand when you pose it. But then I kind of like it as is. I wasn't really too thrilled about those taser gloves in the movie, so I don't think I'm gonna be using those anytime soon. Hot Toys also included a cool little Centauri rifle blade. It's a really cool accessory. It has a nice little paint on it and has a little bit of weathering in it. The only complaint I have it is the hand that was provided with the Black Widow. It kind of sits awkwardly in her hands. There wasn't a hand that I saw that could hold this blade up, correctly. I'm using the little pistol handles and a little hand that kind of has a palm open, so that's the only way I could think of it. Other than that, it's a really cool accessory, but I do still like her with the pistols out, so I don't think I'm gonna be using this rifle blade anytime soon. So here we have a close-up of Black Widow's face, and Hot Toys did an amazing job on it. They got the likeness of Scarlett Johansson down about 80%, I think. There's something throwing me off about this figure right now. Scarlett Johansson has much more softer features on her face, but for the Black Widow figure, it's a little bit more defined, especially her jawline and her chin. But they did an amazing job trying getting the likeness down on Scarlett Johansson's eyes and her nose and her lips. The paint application, especially on the eyes, is just really bold and vibrant. And if you could tell on the lips, it has this nice shine to it. Um, Also, if you could tell from the look of it, they went with the fabric doll hair type of hair. Hot Toys says that you can use hairstyling products to fix it the way you want, and the figure supposedly has that hair product in it already. I'm not a hairstylist or anything. I couldn't fix my hair even if I wanted to, so I'm just gonna leave it as is. If you check the production photos, the curls goes to the front and kind of hugs her face a little bit more, but this one kind of pops backward instead, and it kind of flares out. Maybe one of these days I'll try to fix it, but right now I'm happy with it. It doesn't look anything like the Scarlett Johansson or the Black Widow hair that we see in the movie, but I'm fine with it. I think my favorite part of this face has to be the paint application on the skin. There's this beautiful like blush going across the cheeks, and there's this really subtle freckling throughout the face, and also it goes out throughout the body on her chest and everything. So Hot Toys didn't just use a plain true type skin tone and just leave it blank. They actually went in and painted the body as well, which is a big plus because it's a small thing that really counts. And I think that beautiful paint is what really makes his head pop on this figure. Here's another turnaround, just so that you could check it out a little bit more. This is definitely the best Scarlett Johansson head sculpt so far. I think Hot Toys done 3 right now. They did Silk and Floss for the Spirit, and they did Black Widow 1 for Iron Man 2. And those two did not look anything like Scarlett Johansson, but this definitely does. So I'm glad that they went back and retooled all the face, and they didn't just settle with what they had, and they fixed everything. The only way to really appreciate how awesome the new Black Widow is to compare it to the original. And here we have the Iron Man 2 Black Widow 1.0, and this is the Avenger version. And as you can see, the new one has these beautiful lines and awesome tailoring on the costume, while the original is very messy and it's all over the place. Also, if you look at the anatomy of the figure, her shoulders and her arms and also her bust line is very crisp and clean and a little bit more human and more realistic versus the original one where it kind of drops her neck down and the shoulder kind of disappears into her arms, and also the bust line is very saggy and it kind of looks like she has a sack of potatoes in there. I think it's probably because of the bodysuit, and as I mentioned before, Hot Toys always had a problem with it, but I'm glad that they fixed it just in time for the Black Widow figure. Also, the paint application, it's very flat and it's very, I guess you could say, cheap looking, but the new one is very glossy. It has also this matte black on the belt, so there's some difference in textures. Also, the weapons, there's just one like a flat black color on the original. This one has this like nice gloss to it, so it looks like it's made out of gunmetal. There is a height difference, as you can tell, but then I think the smaller body on the new Black Widow is a little bit more correct in my opinion. Also, the face, the eyes are very dynamic, and there's this beautiful paint application on the lips and this gloss on the eyes, so it looks a little bit more alive. The new old one is, first of all, it didn't even look like Scarlett Johansson, and it had this very dead look to it, and it's very pale. So I didn't really like how it looked, because if you compare it to what she looked like in the movie, there's just no comparison. Here's a quick turnaround just so that you could see the difference. As you can see, as I mentioned before, the body lines were just all over the place, while this is much more cleaner and crisp. So I'm glad that Hot Toys always tries to improve upon what they always had. Their sculptors and the clothing designers are always improving their skill. So it's pretty amazing what the huge leap between these two figures in just 2 years, because I'm so glad that we got this Avengers Black Widow versus getting one of these again, because that would have been a big disappointment. So here's the verdict. This is a must buy. If you're a Marvel fan or a 1/6 scale action figure fan, you have to have this in your collection. At $189.99, it's not a cheap figure, and also it's a very simple figure. There's not many accessories that come with it, but even though it is simple, all the small little elements was done right by Hot Toys. They really knocked it out of the park with the facial sculpt and the new bodysuit, and I just love the new True Type body that they use for this figure. So my recommendation, get on your computer and try to look one up. Maybe Sideshow has one on pre-order. I think there's a wait list and you might be able to get one in a month. Or you could try eBay, but I think you're going to be giving up an arm and a leg for one. So that's my recommendation. Get it. This is probably my favorite Avengers figure so far. So that's saying a lot considering how much I love the other ones. So get it. That's my recommendation. Thanks for watching my review. If you have any questions or any comments, leave it in the comment section of this video. And you can also follow me on Twitter at @SnarkTrooper. So until next time, keep on collecting. I'll see you guys later.